Good afternoon, the Miles Revolution here. So today we're going to talk about how to fix undressed trees, or trees that are poorly dressed, meaning the base of a tree. So we're going to turn this ugliness that's at the bottom of this fine tree here, which was planted a couple of years ago, into this. Bling! Now, doesn't that look a lot better? So I'm going to show you how I did it and the steps that I take. And if you don't have all these tools, it's okay. You are going to need at least a shovel, some way to move some dirt, some buckets or a wheelbarrow or something, and then you're going to need some mulch. So probably total cost for this might be 20 bucks. Unless you can get your mulch for free, then it's just the physical labor and the food that you got to eat in order to perform the physical labor. So let's go ahead and show you what I'm going to do here. So what we need to do first is we need to prepare the border or the outside ring of the tree. So that's this particular area here, and we're going to cut that out. You could do it a couple of different ways. I'm actually going to use an edger, and this is a tool that most people probably don't have in their arsenal. I have one and I like the way it cuts the nice vertical cuts, but you could use a spade. But this is an edger. It has a blade here on the side for cutting, and that's what we're going to use. But once you can use just a regular spade like this or any other tool to cut your ring around the tree. So now that we have the edge all cut, we're going to go and pull the weeds, and I don't like to rototill the weeds into the ground. I like to actually pull them all out and make sure they're not having a nice good bed to regrow in. So that, I believe, is called dunging, where you actually aerate underneath the tree. You dig it all up and you loosen the dirt and stuff. So we've done that around the tree here, so we're actually ready to do our next step. I use the edger to make a nice vertical cut in the dirt. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take this dirt right here and actually make kind of a ditch around the whole tree. And this will be for the mulch to sit in. So we're done now with taking the dirt from around this tree. So we've made this little ledge here. It makes kind of a pocket for all of the mulch to sit in instead of overflowing and going here into the yard. And there's one wheelbarrow full of dirt. This is kind of a small tree. Now if you do a larger tree, you're going to have a whole lot more dirt that you're going to have to move and find some place to put it. But I have a place to put it, so it's not a problem here. So next, let's go dump our dirt and then we'll get some mulch. Okay, we have the mulch here. This wheelbarrow full is probably the equivalent of at least 2 bags of mulch if you buy it at the store. But I got this stuff from a tree trimmer, and this is all chopped up remains from trees that were cut down. And that's how you do it. Looks a lot better, even if you look at it from a distance. Looks like someone has a nice dressed tree in their yard. Easy to mow around, not a lot of weeds or anything sticking up out of the edge. You know, if you really want to do this really fancy, you could put a concrete border around it to stop the weeds from growing there, but right now that's not in my budget. And free materials and sweat labor is in my budget. So that's what you can do to make around your trees look a little bit nicer. I try to do that to most of the trees in this yard. I've still got several to go, but we'll get them done eventually and make them all look just as pretty, nice dressed trees. I like my trees dressed nicely. Miles Revolution signing out.